I worked at for LA Unified School District, and I was reminded daily by the educators that I wasn't qualified to work there because I didn't have a degree, which was okay for me because my best motivation initially was I'll show you motivation. Anybody else got the I'll show you motivation, right? Yes, yes, right? And so I started reading books. I never finished them because it took too long. It took at that time, like 9 months to finish one book. I'm like, oh my God, this book. I thought the books were boring, but it really was. I just kept having to reread the same line to get it. But I kept coming past the pay yourself first. So I wrote a check for $110 to myself. And in the memo line, I put funding my dream. And I took it to the bank and I opened an account. And I asked the lady, can I mail my checks here? Because I don't want to see my balance. And so the lady said, yeah, you can mail your check in. You don't have to look at it. So I started writing myself a check every 2 weeks. And I said I was going to write it for 5% more than the previous check. And in the memo line, I put funding my dream. And I mailed it in. And then I did it again. And I realized, oh, I can still pay my bills and write this check. Then I started looking for money. I was like, oh, like if I do my own nails, I can add 40. If I do my own hair, I can add another 40. And then I sold my Nissan Altima. I went and got an old SUV. I moved in with a roommate. I wrote myself a bigger check. Funding my dream, mailed it. I never knew how much I had. I was just funding my dream, head down, working, funding my dream, LA Unified School District. And 3.5 years later, I go into the bank and my son is standing right next to me. And I said, my name is Lisa Nichols. And the woman screamed. She goes, oh my God, you're the funding my dream lady. I was like, yeah, I guess I am. And all of a sudden, all the tellers came running around. The manager came, they're like, oh my God, okay, oh my God, we have been wondering. We all got the same question. Y'all know what the question is, right? What's your dream?
What's the dream?
What's the dream? And so I didn't say anything at the time. I was just kind of like, I don't know, I'm still getting clear on the dream. I just came to check my balance. She wrote it down. Everyone's excited. She wrote it down, turned it around to me. I looked at it. I said, oh no, my name is Lisa Shantae Nichols, and my social security number, I said, that is not my money. The last 4 digits of my social security number are, I was like, you guys are gonna figure out that that's a mistake. There's no sense in me taking it. You'll want it back at some point. I think you need to check the account. The banker's eyes began to tear up. They were like, no, this is really you. Miss Nichols, you've been writing a check every 2 weeks to yourself, saying you're funding your dream. This is your balance. And she slid it back to me. And I looked down and it said $62,500. They said, Miss Nichols, whatever your dream is, I think you can fund it now. I looked at my son, Jelani, who now is 5 or 6, and I said, Jelani, our lives are gonna be a little different now, baby. And I packed up my old truck with all the things I love the most, with my little boy in the passenger seat, and I drove straight up the 405 freeway from Los Angeles to San Diego. And we came across a new apartment building, said new apartments, bad credit welcome. And I said, we respect and need both of those things. And that's where we started the company. And I made my office out of a walk-in closet. And I worked out of that walk-in closet for 4 years. And that's where Motivating the Masses was born.